Hi there, welcome to this gameplay video for Scéal, a game that's currently in development for Android, iOS and Steam. My name is Sandro Malocco, I'm the creative director, and on the video here with me today is Aisling Duffy, one of our singers.
Hello.
So we're going to talk a little bit about what you do in the game in this video, what the challenges are, what the experience is as you play through it. Now, as I've said this in other videos, the first thing to understand is that you're a ghost who doesn't remember her past. You don't know who you were, you don't know how you died, and as a result, you're unable to rest or move on into the afterlife. You're kind of stuck in limbo. You encounter this magical raven called Fiach Dove, who is, Fiach Dove means literally black raven in Irish, and he is the guide for souls in the afterlife. He agrees to help you, and what he does is he takes you into his magical storybook, which you can see here, and he challenges you to go through the pages of the storybook and rediscover your missing memories.
He looks really cool.
Yeah, we wanted to try and find a way to make him look quite distinctive and almost magical, so we put in those little Celtic motifs, the spiral, etc. You can tap on him like other characters in the world by tapping on the little thought bubble, and what that does is open up a page then that Fiach will have some kind of advice for you. He's your guide through the world, so anytime you're stuck and not sure what to do, you can just tap on him and he'll have some advice for you about what to do next. Now, the first thing you have to do each day is you can see how it's kind of like an unfinished painting, much like how your memories are missing and fragmented and unfinished. So you've got to paint the world to make it come alive. And you can do that just by moving around, but there are certain areas, like you can see up ahead with the question mark, that are enchanted, and with these you actually need to manually paint them with your finger or with the mouse in order to flesh them out, and that's one done there. Now there's a couple of other ones in this village that I've got to paint out, and once I've done that, then the world will be fully painted and will come to life.
I love moving slowly, so then you can see more of the inking.
Yeah, well actually that's something, we did that on purpose. You can see here when I move quite slowly, the ink spreads more noticeably, a little bit faster, but when you move quickly it almost erases it. So let me quickly just paint out this area here. And the idea with that, the reason we did it that way, is so that as you're moving, it encourages you to kind of go slowly. So if you watch here how when I move gently, you can see the ink spreading nicely and organically through the world. But when I dash forward quite rapidly, it almost erases it back into the lower detail. And that's just a way to kind of give you a reason to slow down and watch it spread. Now, the next area we're going to come down to here is the Thistle Gate. This is one of the old gates from back when it was a medieval village surrounded by walls. And this is the last enchanted area that I've got to work on. Now, everything that I interact with, when I tap on a building to read something about it, when I talk to a person, it always appears as a page in the storybook. And the idea with this is that as I go through the world and play through the game, I'm gradually collecting these missing pages of my story and filling in the blanks, if you will. So it's actually possible to play through the game but not to unlock all the pages, and therefore I might need to come back and try again just to get a few extra pages to finish off my story. So let me quickly just go over to this final enchantment here and finish it. And once I've completed it, you'll see what I mean when I say that the world really comes alive. Because not only does the world paint itself into full detail, but you'll also see now the inhabitants wake up and come to life. And in each chapter, there's going to be one person that I need to talk to, somebody that I have a close connection with. It might be a family member, it might be a close friend, etc. And this person will ask me usually to repaint the world. For example, here you can see it in spring colors, but they might ask me to repaint it in summer colors or in winter colors, depending on how, whatever the memory is they have, depending on how they recalled it. So they might remember something that happened, but they're sure it happened in winter. So if I repaint the world in winter colors, then they'll remember it correctly and I'll be able to unlock that memory. And I can do this in a cool way using my ghostly abilities, because I can turn into an angel who repaints the world in summer colors, or into a banshee, which is an Irish mythological ghost, and I can repaint it in winter colors. So that's your first introduction to the gameplay of Scéal. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for other videos.